as Oro, as the rites is being done, and as the message is being passed across, as the energy of Oro is moving around the length and breadth of the community, it is always advisable to see that women are not around, so that the energies that Oro is trying to banish away will not find a place to hide. The women body is a little bit vulnerable to forms of spiritual attacks. Oro, particularly itself, is a men only right. It's a men only right. There are rights that are only genuinely given to women, because the secret behind organizing those rights is passed from time immemorial within the female sect. And even if, as much as my wife is an Olorisha, there are some secrets within that realm that she will never expose to me, no matter how much or no matter how close within ourselves as husband and wives. So there's no gainsaying, there's no big deal about saying that women cannot see Oro. It is men, it is peculiarly, it's an energy for men. The woman body spiritually is prone to receiving or attracting some forms of energy. And because we do not want to plague our society with different forms of negative energies, we prefer that our women, who are always receptive towards, whose body system is always receptive towards those energies, are not around, because the negative energies that we want to banish away from our communities might eventually use their body or their temple, let me use the word temple, as a solace to run to. And in the end, it would obviously run back to the community, because whichever way we want it, the energy that we want to banish away from our community is still existing within the ends of our community. And as such, it will obviously have a body to reproduce, a body to correct havoc, and a body whereby the effect in the community is going to be also negatively astronomical. So matter of factly, we try as much as possible to see that every means of banishing the negatives in our society, all hands are on deck. And the best way we can ensure that there is no place for harbor, there's no template, or there's no place where we can harbor the negative energies we are intending to banish. That is why we do not want our women to be part of our Oro. In our culture, we don't kill women for Oro. So if you feel like if you have been hearing news or whatnot that we kill people, this is no. In fact, even women that have seen Oro, they cannot see Oro. First of all, even non-initiates cannot see Oro, because Oro will not come out in a physical form in the public domain. So it is only the initiates who go to the Oro groove who are only able to see the physical form of the Oro as an Orisha. Are with me? Who can see
Yes.
the point or the portal of propitiating Oro? It's always in the groove, and it's only the initiate that can actually see the portal. So if they say Oro, and the lady, she's going, they are doing Oro, they now cut her. No, it is not Oro that cut her, but people who, as Oro, as the rites is being done, and as the message is being passed across, as the energy of Oro is moving around the length and breadth of the community, it is always advisable to see that women are not around, so that the energies that Oro is trying to banish away will not find a place to hide within the confines of our society. I hope you understand my point.
Okay. So the other question I
In
have
most
is
cases,
this: can't the Oro also, the negative energy that we're trying to ban? I understand you said the women are receptive, which is what you explained. This cannot go to men as well. It cannot enter into the bodies or the spirits of men. The men's spirit cannot receive it, because I know this is a
when
question that people want
when
clarity on.
yes, as much as we understand in our spirituality, we understand that the receptive ability of the body system, and how our body system reacts to polarities of energies. And you would agree with me too that the women body is a little bit vulnerable to forms of spiritual attacks. And that is why Beyond that, that is why we are trying as much as possible to see that the woman body, or the body of the woman, or the woman cannot see that. Secondly is the fact that the oro, particularly itself, is a men only right. It's a men only right. And well, folklore says that these are things that are private anyways, but it is known that oro, the energy oro, is a feminine energy in itself. And ó ní àyájọ́ ọjọ́ tá a gbé kòkò dégbó tí kòkò náà fi dẹbọra, ó láwọn tó gbé kòkò dégbó ń bẹ̀ lénìí. So the process and the proceedings through which we were able to formulate a mechanism to banish negative energies away from our society is harbored not far away from the energies of women. So these things, we need to understand that in order for us, there are laid down principles since time immemorials to see that the process of banishing our banishing rituals remains steadfast, and it does not have any corruptible practice within it. So one of those reasons is the reason why we say, okay, come, we cannot allow women to be part of it. Like our fathers used to tell us, obeying loro, obeying loro, obeying loro. So for that reason, and many more other reasons, we cannot. Matter of factly, the most tenable reasons, the most tenable means of reasons for literary purposes, and the most explainable reason that women who are interested in knowing, because a lot of people have also asked me the question, Kilode, why can't obìnrin see Oro? Yeah, there are so many reasons why women cannot see Oro. And there are so many stories are cross-board in line with it. But most importantly, the scientific reason why women cannot see Oro is particularly because it is a banishing ritual. There are different reasons since time immemorial, while our fathers have decided that obìnrin ò ní fojú kan Oro mọ́ because of the negative effect it has in the society. And before we establish an agreement, before we establish a process, there are always agreements between the parties that are involved. Our fathers had agreement with the energies that they need to use to banish the society. And part of the agreement is that women should not be able to witness this rite. There are also rites within our spiritual system that men cannot witness. So men can obviously not witness some rites especially within the Orisha spectrum. There are so many rites. Those who are practitioners of our spirituality knows that within the Obi, ọkùnrin ló ní ètùtù, ọkùnrin ló ní ifá, obìnrin ló lóòṣà. Are you with me? So there are so many rites that we can't practice as men because it is peculiar to women. And when people talk about feminism, when people say, I have right, I say that in one of the podcasts that we did, we outlined that everybody has equal rights within the different framework of our society, both male and female energy. There are rights in our spiritual spectrum that it is only claimed and acclimatized for men, and there are rights that are only genuinely given to women, because the secret behind organizing those rights is passed from time immemorial within the female sect. And even if, as much as my wife is an Olorisha, there are some secrets within that realm that she will never expose to me, no matter how much or no matter how close within ourselves as husband and wives. Because these are means and processes and secrets that are only open to the female energy. There are some information that you will hear that instead of the information to better your life, it is destructive to your life, because you do not have the spiritual clearance to have access to that information. So there are, as much as there are informations that we are not supposed to be privy to as men, the same thing that is also done to women. So it's not as if what is being showed, the secrecy that women can't see. No, it is a right specifically for men, organized by men, to be done by men. And the nitty-gritty of that right is peculiar to our wolves that are male, because of the energy system and the way that our portals and our spirituality is being organized. Everything is rightly organized. There are certain oros too, certain rites. In some other way, we use oro as right. We use the terminology oro as a particular right. So there are certain rites too that are being done by men, by women, that men are not privy to be part and parcel of. So there's no gainsaying, there's no big deal
Okay.
about saying that women cannot see oro. It is men, it is peculiarly, it's an energy for men. And aside that too, it still brings us to the fact that there are some energies that the woman body is receptive to in the process of banishing some energies away from our community. So, and these are many more other reasons and reasons why women cannot participate in the process. However, it does not give credence to the fact, or it does not give credence to the fallacy that we use women for rituals. When the Oloros, when they meet with women, when they catch women in their processes, they kill them, they use them for this. No, 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 no. Our spirituality is not the spirituality of killers. The process of the primary purpose of the ritual is not to even kill, it's for cleanse, it's to cleanse. It's a cleansing ritual. That is why we call it the banishing ritual. So, in the process of cleansing, we cannot decide to now still begin to kill our people while we are cleansing. That's no longer cleansing.